YouTube? You're now tuned into another brand spanking new episode of Raptorscope. I'm Castle.
A-Dubs here once again.
Sorry for the delay, guys. I know we took a little bit longer than a week. Schedule, work, real life shit, mismatching. Like when I was free, he's not free. But we're here. And I knew we had to get it out ASAP. Especially given the game that we had today. Today, fresh off.
It was the biggest comeback in Raptors history. 30 points, 30-point comeback victory, all in the fourth quarter.
Whew.
All in the fourth quarter. It was.
Oh my God.
Kyle Lowry got his 3-point shot going on. Terrence Davis with some real clutch, timely baskets. It's like he scored only when it's like, oh, we need a spark it up.
Chris Boucher.
Boucher.
Hey. 21 points, 4 blocks, 2 steals, 7 rebounds. I mean, I can't stop going on about this man. He showed today why he was the defensive player of the league in the G League. It just came out. Today was he went into another level this game. I don't know about you, but low-key, I was kind of waiting on this type of game to happen for him, where he just goes off defensively, offensively, everything's clicking, free throws, everything.
Well, we had to expect a little bit of this because Marc Gasol, obviously, we know he went down with the hamstring injury. We need another man to step up like usual. I mean, I know it's a little cliche.
Let's not get it twisted. Both teams were shorthanded going into this game.
So coming into this game,
as you guys might know or might not know,
we got on our side, Siakam, Norman Powell, Marc Gasol, all three out indefinitely with
big time shorthandedness right now.
Pretty severe injuries. I mean, Powell already had the injury last year with the shoulder.
Yeah.
We don't want to think about what that might, entail. Yeah, that shoulder, it's been a problem since last year. He came back, but the only difference is this year he was thriving.
He was on another level.
He's the kind of guy that once you interrupt his rhythm, it just sort of holds him back. It's like he takes a long time to get into that rhythm. Yeah. And you don't want to see him get injured and interrupt that when he's in such a good one, man. He was in such a good one. But
I sort of disagree, though. I think right now, I think he was a rhythm player, but I think this year especially, I think if he comes back and he's, sort of off his rhythm, I think it won't take him long to get back right into it. Don't underestimate training.
The fact that he had time to get consistent this year and after, the little quiet effect that we've been talking about, it seems like he was on a different level. Yeah. It seems like he could really actually just come back in. He knows himself. You know what I mean?
And I feel like the amount of reps he got in the offseason, it's just going to click in a lot sooner. I have faith in Norman Powell coming back.
Same here.
Coming back as strong as ever.
Same here.
So
Siakam,
stretched groin. Yeah. I would have stretched groin indefinitely. But obviously our biggest hit right now. Yeah. We're gonna miss him for a bit. But as always, I'm positive about the squad, man. We got a team. Next up, Marc Gasol's out.
He has a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
So he's gonna nurse that. He's a little bit of an older player, so
we're gonna give him his time a little bit now. Yeah. He deserves it.
We're ready to get the next guys to step up and cover for him.
But yeah, we're missing them all three.
Yeah.
And
the other team, they were missing
Superman himself,
Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
He's Mr. 30, 10, and 10.
That's a big hole right there. And but hey, all's fair in love and war. Number one, we got to mention him because he's the next Raptor.
Our old homeboy, DeLon Wright.
DeLon Wright, revenge game.
Visiting back. He's getting some minutes with Luka out, so he probably wanted to do some damage against us. But
it was nice to see him.
Yeah. So to start this game out, one thing we noticed was how McCaw was guarding Porzingis. Now, in that matchup, I mean, any points that McCaw scores are a 1,000-point bonus, man. Because
y'all know how great McCaw is. Every step he takes is a landmark.
We're not really doing much with McCaw right now except for seeing what he can do. Yeah. And if he can guard Porzingis for us, that is a plus. So we saw that matchup was so. Yeah. But they were double teaming almost every time he got close to the basket. So, we had a plan there and that was working out for us, it seemed.
It was almost like an obvious plan going in because, next up after Luka is naturally Kristaps.
That's right.
So just load up on him. That kind of underestimated their other players a little bit. I don't think in any sense that Nick Nurse underestimated the other players, but obviously the plan was to double team Kristaps going in.
We was definitely focused on Kristaps.
But some of the other guys were making their shots because of that. Yep. And that was, Dallas is a good team. You got to respect that about them. But I really just want to get to the defense right now, or the lack of defense in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's too lackadaisical. They came out like a Sunday afternoon game, which is exactly what it was.
Basically, exactly what it was.
We just sipped some tea, had our crackers, and now we're sort of just walking on.
The first half of this game didn't really matter. Seemed like we were just trying to get through it, play a little defense here, play a little defense there.
And that annoyed me, man. Like, what is this? Come on, man. Like, I know they're missing Luka and stuff, but it kind of annoyed me, and I really wanted to see them play their usual Raptors defense. Well, as we're familiar with, they don't do that till later on in the game.
I think that's by design, though.
In a sense, it is.
I mean, if you're gonna play a game hard against a team that, to be perfectly honest, doesn't matter during the middle of the first half of the season, getting players all hyped up and at their physical and mental peaks, there's no point to it. So.
It's also a result of the championship hangover. I mean, we feel like we're the top team, which we still are in a sense, because we're the team to beat. But the confidence, the arrogance that comes with it a little bit, you can see how they just want to click in later. They want to save the effort for later.
So because of that, basically the first half we had about 10-point deficit.
And by the end of the first half, in the last few seconds, Kristaps Porzingis shoots a 3 from like near half court, and that sort of summarized the whole first half for us. In a
buzzer
sense.
beater 3 that was just like
redonkulous,
hard to swallow.
It was a confident shot.
Yeah, man. It's like, all right, so you Raptors ready for this, and he just shoved it down on a throw at the end of the quarter.
And I was offended, very offended.
It was not nice.
Yeah. So now to the third quarter, the infamous third quarter.
Yeah, the Raptors seem like they have a little mental lapse in the third quarter. They like to take huge deficits in the beginning of the third quarter. I could trade this back to the first game in Orlando when we lost that game 1. We did not score for about 5 whole minutes, and that was the whole game right there.
I feel like at halftime, Nick Nurse was just like, okay, guys, let's go to the drawing board, summarize the first half and all that. Team was like, no. I need a nap right now.
They were not into it in the third quarter.
They just came in sluggish.
We were down by 10. We were down by 9. And then...
that just went avalanche mode on us.
So by the end of the third quarter, we were down by 30.
30 points.
Lackadaisical defense. Sometimes it's defense. And some of it was just by chance. I mean, Dallas is a good team. Can't underestimate teams like that. No Luka, we need to play the right way.
It was several reasons. Our defense was lackadaisical at times. Dallas was making almost every shot, it seemed like, even difficult shots.
Yeah, a lot of difficult shots were just dropping for them and not for us. And you know how we are. When we don't want to score, we can make a game of that not scoring.
And we made some bad offensive plays as well, forcing some passes. It just wasn't good overall. Let's just put it that way. And next thing I knew, it was at a 30-point lead.
That being said, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Whew.
I gotta say,
a bit of a spark started.
Terrence Davis started.
He started hitting some shots.
Yeah, he hit a 3-pointer there that the crowd started cheering.
Yeah,
and it's like we're down by 28 though.
But our crowd still believes in us.
Yeah,
that's the type of crowd we have. Another thing that we started doing at the end of the third quarter, the full court press. We really started pressing them at that point.
30 points down. It's not like it was a close game. No. It's not like it was important game.
But this is what I was mentioning that kind of annoys me about them. It's like, okay, now we're going to get serious and start pressing them. And it's like,
how can you knock the Raptors for, I mean, to me, all season, last season, this season, they take certain situations, they put themselves in it to conquer it.
Yeah.
They want to be in it for real.
It almost seems like situational.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we were 30 points down. Why not try a full court press, right?
Right.
So, we did try that. And
it was working pretty well.
Yeah.
It was working pretty well. We defended and interfered some of their passes. And we really made them start to hesitate. And they were kind of hesitant to jump into the lane, take some mid-ranges. They stayed on the perimeter a lot more.
Well, that's another thing. While we were doing our full court press, when they finally got down to the key, Boucher was there.
Chris Boucher. It was Chris Boucher time.
Deflect some of those shots, change some of those shots.
St. Lucia stand up. He was deflecting passes. He was deflecting mid-ranges. He was a deflector.
Boucher was a force in the middle tonight. It was good to see.
Also, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson.
The energy of Rondae Hollis-Jefferson.
Infectious.
Yeah.
Infectious. He's a disease you want.
If you need something to push you over that edge, he's there to do it, man. It's like a ball on the floor. We already said this, man. It's his ball, man. He already thought it was his.
We got 2 heart and souls on this squad. That's Kyle Lowry and Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. He's just unbelievable. Yeah. That battery never runs out of charge. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Role players are role players, but you need some baskets, right? Got Boucher, playing the defense. You got
Terrence Davis
making some clutch shots. He got fouled on a 3-pointer by DeLon Wright.
Yeah,
that was 3 points, man.
Yeah.
But
you could just sense we were just making that strong push at the end of the third quarter.
So you need some guys to fill the basket up with some buckets,
and that filled right into the momentum into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, man,
right in.
Kyle Lowry decided to take the game,
Superman,
the whole game,
Philly's own,
and just put it on his back. He put the whole game on his back and said, "All right, well, I'm gonna hit these 3-pointers."
He was missing some shots in the first quarter, but basically in the fourth quarter, he's like, "Remember me in the first quarter? Mm-hmm. Good, me neither." That's basically he blacked out, basically unconscious. The captain of the team, remember me moment. So when he started making those threes, it was just he went in, stepped back a little bit, boom, cash. Came from the other side, step back a little bit, boom, cash. Cross over a little bit, boom, cash. Oh, back off a little bit. Let me take it on my own. Move you, boom, cash. He did it all.
Lowry was unstoppable this game, man.
Holy. Memorable is just an understatement at that point. I mean, there was a point in the game while he was making all those shots, and he's just dribbling up the court, and the whole crowd is chanting, Lowry.
That's not bad.
Oh man, I got chills.
We got Lowry chants.
Whoo.
Crazy.
Whoo.
Unbelievable. I don't think we haven't gotten Lowry chants other than the playoffs, but Lowry come back like laser sharp.
Oh, he was godly in the fourth quarter.
Honestly, almost like we never seen him. The potence.
That's what you get. It's the greatest Raptor of all time. Period.
No doubt.
Period.
And that being said, I don't know if everyone knows this, but they should know that this was the biggest comeback in Raptors history.
Biggest comeback in franchise history.
30 points all in the fourth quarter. Comeback. We brought it back and we won. I'm going to say we've been trying to practice this for about a month now.
Yeah.
We want to be able to come back and beat your ass. We want to be able to come back and have victories against teams.
Yeah.
Good teams.
Because it seems like we put ourselves in this situation over and over this season. I think it's almost like a Nick Nurse thing where it's like, how will we adapt when we're down this much?
Yep. And this game was a learning experience. Chris Boucher, Kyle Lowry.
Let's get to Chris Boucher a little bit. This was a level up game from Chris Boucher.
This was a Chris Boucher coming out party for sure.
He did everything. He was basically breathing in the offensive rebound, putting them right back up, a la Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, getting and ones. He was fighting, and you just knew it. We felt it, that this was his boost game. This was the game I was waiting for from him. Low key, high key. I was amped, man. He
played his game, and it's what we've been waiting for, and we already knew it was gonna come. Yeah. He's not the kind of player that he gets fazed by anything. No. Obviously, you've seen his Vice story on YouTube.
Yeah, it's for real.
He scores and he runs back down the court like nothing happened.
Yeah,
he's ready for the next play,
and he's starting to pick up on what he does well and what he doesn't.
Yeah, there's a point in the end of the third quarter when we were trying to really press. We just started to do the full court. He was a little too hyper, but he settled right down. It took him about 30 seconds.
That's one of the keys right there that I was mentioning that helped his development. One of the many reasons why he's developed a lot in this game alone. He's always been a bit of a hype player, a lot of energy, which is good, what you want from a new, really NBA rookie.
But you got to harness that.
And that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's naturally. A lot of players, that's what you expect. And he killed it. He was the second best player in the game after Kyle Lowry?
Yep. Kyle Lowry, then Chris Boucher, then Terrence Davis clutch.
It's ridiculous.
Then Rondae Hollis-Jefferson.
You wouldn't expect that. You wouldn't expect to say that at any point this season. First best player, Kyle Lowry. Second best player, Chris Boucher.
Again, I say it. It's cliche by now. We're a next man up type of team. Yeah. And these guys are next manning up on Dallas Mavericks right now.
Basically, all praise Masai.
The guy can draft players. He can scout players.
Masai's a genius.
Or he can pick guys who can scout. Whatever it is.
And I'm so glad we did the biggest comeback in franchise history at home. What way to do it.
The crowd was quiet during the third, but they were loud during the fourth.
The crowd was hyping the third, too, when we started coming back.
Yeah, the end of the third.
That's when you know you got a real crowd.
Ooh-wee.
I mean, they travel all over the map for the squad. What better crowd to play for than the Toronto crowd? Man, what a game. What a game.
Great game.
Great game.
Clutch from Lowry. some improvements from Boucher, some more clutch from Terrence Davis. I'm telling you, every basket he hit was so timely. It was It was amazing.
Wow.
Let's hope for the next game to be just as good as this one, or without the 30-point deficit. Let's beat them by 30 or something like that.
This was just overall a great confidence builder for the whole team. Honestly, knowing that we can be down 30 and have the ability to come back and win the game.
Again, I think that's something they've been practicing. Raptors aren't really known for coming back from deficits, especially not big ones.
Without Siakam, without Marc Gasol, without Norman Powell. I know they don't have Luka Doncic, but without our some of the top players of the team.
Very key players. Norman Powell and Siakam are some of our main scorers.
Yeah. I mean, and when we locked in, what does that say about our defense, man? Come on, bro. Like, that defense is just, it's too solid.
Yeah, right now I think we're just trying to harness the talent.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of talent on our team, a lot of low-key talent, but it's there.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to harness it.
I do wish Matt Thomas was a part of this.
That's another part of the offense that we want to harness.
We need him back soon. I mean, you don't have any perfect three-point shooters in this world. We need him. Matt, come back soon. Come on, bro.
We're going to wait for Matt. But what we had today was, a coming out party. Terrence Davis, Chris Boucher, Kyle Lowry. I mean, let's not underplay Kyle Lowry's performance.
If you're still underplaying Kyle Lowry,
I mean,
just in general, I mean, come on.
I already thought when he was started this season that he was going to be hype. He got injured. He's only been back a few games, but this is after coming off a triple-double.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He had an assist turnover ratio of like 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Yeah. 10 assists, 1 turnover.
Be careful. I think Kyle Lowry got better.
Seems more potent than ever.
Potent as it gets.
Oh my God. I see what you did there. What does that mean? Better not say it for the kids. Yeah, man. What a day. What a game. I was glad, we had time to link up to make this recording, to react to the historic game that it was. Franchise history. Biggest comeback. Down 30. I mean, how much better does it get, honestly?
Promise we'll come up with a few more videos more often.
No doubt. Thanks again, guys, for watching another episode of Raptorscope. If you guys enjoyed what you watched, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the like button below as well. And leave a comment how you guys felt about the game, where you caught the game, and just your overall reactions.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate hearing from you. Any input you guys have to give us. Make sure you guys ring that bell so you guys know when our next episode comes out. We are trying to come out with them weekly, but some of them are going to come out 2 times, 3 times a week, and other ones are going to come out once every couple weeks or so.
Yeah, depending on our schedules. But we really want to try to get you guys content as soon as possible. So until next time, guys, we the North.